Hello, sir. My name is Yuan Haoxiang, and today I will present the media dependency theory with my partner Yan Yuying. So first, I'll give a short introduction about this theory. Media dependency theory is a concept which is explain our growing reliance on media in daily life with the rise of digital platform, social media, and online tools. Media has become a central part of how we communicate, shop, and get information, of course, but have we ever think about this question? Why are we so dependent on media? Media dependency theory, developed in mass communication, it can help explain this by exploring the way individual and society rely on media to understand and navigate the world. Then I want to discuss five aspects of this theory: a origin, history, background, evolution, of course the most important part, a key concepts. So let's start with the origin of media dependency theory. It was proposed in the 1976 by the Sandro Borowiak and Melvin Devler, who suggest that media influence isn't just on the individual society isolation, but rather on the dynamic relationship among them. This approach set the media dependency theory apart by emphasizing the interconnectedness between people, society, and of course media itself. Okay, so next looking at the theory history. Early communication theory mostly view audience as a passive, assuming people simply absorb the media without question, without interaction, just simply receive the information. But as the technology progress, especially with the spread of television, scholars thought need to reconsider this perspective. The use and the gratification theory emerge. It's suggesting that people actively choose the media to meet their needs, such as information, entertainment, or socialization. And this theory laid a foundation for the media dependency theory because their key concept is very similar. Uh, and then in terms of background, the 1970, because the rapid growth in mass media, and people increasingly turn to media for information about the major social events like the Vietnam War or the Civil Rights Movement. But before this period, people rely mainly on the personal network for information. However, as the society grows more complex and the media become essential, leading scholars to analyze how these dependence affect the individual and collective viewpoint. Media dependency theory emerged as a way to explore this effect, help the scholar to explore this effect. So next, we will look at how theory evolved. Originally, it focused on the people dependence on media to stay informed and how this dependence affect their opinion, they affect their behaviors. Take a political election as an example for you. Um, People relied on the media to learn about the candidate policy and form the opinion help them. But over time, as the technology advanced in the 1980s, the internet and digital media introduced a new form of interaction, and people began to rely on the multiple sources simultaneously to fulfill the different needs. And so, turning now in the age of social media, people not only assume information but also actively create it and share it. This interactive has led researchers to consider how algorithm and personalized content further increase our rely on media. Finally, let's talk about the core concepts and assumptions in media dependency theory. Okay, so the first concept is the dependency, which is emphasize the mutual relationship between the individual and society and media and society. This dependence is driven by how important and useful media is to individual or society. And also the social change also affect the media dependence. I mean like when some major event occur in society such as war, influenza, it lead to increase in the dependence on the media because the people need to use the media to get information in order to analyze and react the current situation. For example, during the COVID-19 pandemic, people rely on media to stay updated about the safety measure and policies. This shows how social event can amplify media dependence. And the second concept is the intensity dimension in media dependency theory. It's mean like when information is too complex, like the climate science or the health guideline, people rely more on the media for explanation from the experts. For example, when the typhoon Babinsa hit China, people rely on media to understand a path and a potential impact through the experts inside. Because the public general don't have a related knowledge to help them better analyze and reaction the current situation. And now the final concept is the scope dimension in media dependency theory, or say the range of needs people seek to fulfill through the media. Uh, to be clear, in today's world, we don't just use the media for news, we also use it shop, learn, socialize, and just something like that. So, the brief is as a broader range of needs bring a deeper dependency. Um, for me, as an example, if I want to learn a new language, and the best way is to go into the social media and get some online lesson. It's free and very useful for me. Use the media like YouTube, whatever it is. And now, in conclusion, media dependency theories show us that media isn't just a tool for information, but an essential part of modern life. As our needs become more complex, our dependence on media continue to grow. Understanding this theory help us to more conscious of how media shape our perception, opinion, and action, of course. And so, thank you for your listening. And next, welcome my partner Yan Yuying. Goodbye.
Hello, everybody. I will discuss media dependency theory today, going over its main ideas, main objections, and possible advancements in the digital era. Let's begin by going over the fundamentals of media dependency theory. Melvin Deflo and Sandra Boll-Rockich established this theory, arguing that society and individuals rely on the media to provide a variety of information demands. Essentially, the level of dependency influences the media's impact. For instance, people frequently turn to the media for the most recent information and direction during emergencies or significant events, which increases the media's impact. The primary reason media dependency theory has strong criticism is that it fails to acknowledge how interactive today's media is. When the theory first emerged for traditional media, it did not sufficiently consider the two-way interaction of platforms like Facebook and TikTok. The dynamic and interactive nature of media dependency is a result of users' active participation in content creation, sharing, and commenting, as well as their ability to alter media narratives through engagement. Furthermore, the media dependency paradigm disregards social and cultural distinctions. Different socio-economic systems have varying levels of media reliance. For instance, individuals look for other information sources in settings where the media is restricted, while in societies where the press is free, the mainstream media is typically the first choice. These cultural and legal distinctions highlight the need for a more complex understanding of media dependence. Media dependency theory needs to change in the future to keep up with the quickly evolving digital environment. The current media landscape disperses information more intensively across numerous sources and enhances its interactivity. Consider the Black Lives Matter movement. Individuals actively posted movies, articles, and personal narratives to influence public opinion and start conversations rather than merely depending on social media for updates. In this scenario, audiences are both consumers and contributors. illustrating a new two-way dependency. Future iterations of the theory should address this shift to a multi-source environment, acknowledging that people increasingly rely on a variety of information sources rather than just one. In conclusion, digital media may challenge the classic media dependency theory, but it may also involve and provide insightful information about our intricate media relationships. Our comprehension of society's reliance on media platforms will change as they do. I'm grateful